what's up with Sean Baligian?
What up, this is Joique Bell here on the Baligian the Bell Show.
Make sure you check us out on the Woodward Sports Network. Well, happy Friday. How are you? Everything well? It's not just any average Friday here at Woodward Sports. It's a
FriYAY.
FriYAY day?
FriYAY Friday.
All right. Vacation brain.
Vacation time for me. Vacation time for you next week.
Yes. Can't
You
wait.
leave Thursday, so your last day on the show.
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning, so your last day on the show is Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
So what time is your flight on Thursday?
I don't know. My wife handles all that stuff.
Because when I talked to her, she told me you guys were leaving in the afternoon.
No, we're going in the morning. I promise.
You sure? You can't
probably
come
talk to her more than I do. Who's kidding who? Huh. Now, you know what it comes back to? Like, seriously, I think we have to take the dogs. We have to take the dogs to Canine College. You know, we have Carrie and Rock. We have to take the Canine College. I think we're leaving
Is that Canine? What is that? Is that like a hotel, dog hotel or something?
Yeah, you know, they go and they take some classes while we're gone, and you know, then they come out and they're ready to attack life, right? They play the the coronation song or whatever the hell it is, the graduation song. You know that Macho Man Savage would come out to?
That is the most white person thing I've ever. We take our dogs to Canine College in Livonia, L-Town.
No, it's actually in the hills. It's actually in
my bad. Yeah, no.
It's in the hills.
You know, he hasn't lived in L-Town in a couple decades.
You know what? Now L-Town's all going to yell at me. You can't claim L-Town anymore. Well, I told you. There's two ways out of Livonia. Body bag or you escape. That's it. People don't know. You don't know. You haven't lived it. I wanted a better life for my kids. And I'm not going to apologize for that.
I want you guys to just catch my body language when he said that. Just catch my body language. Say it again, Sean. How do you get out of Livonia?
Two ways. You escape or body bag. That's it. You know how we do. Bam!
Hey, what is that? Hold on. Art, what does that mean? Do you ever watch battle rap?
Yeah, all the time.
You like Hitman Holla?
Oh, I love Hitman.
You remember where he had like a clip? He said, I got a machine gun. The guy said, it go pop, pop, pop. He said, a machine gun don't sound like that. All right, El.
We did hand-to-hand combat.
I wish we could find that clip.
Guys running at me with nunchakus and everything. You kidding me? You don't know.
God.
You don't know. You know what? I do want to know, but yeah, I'll be off. Let's see.
Thursday,
Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm back the next Thursday. So yeah, looking forward to it. Long overdue. Now, what are you doing? You're just going down to the ATL for the weekend?
Yeah, cousin's birthday, so I'm going there just for a day. And then I'm going to a meeting in Fort Lauderdale on Saturday. So flying out Saturday morning to my meeting in Fort Lauderdale, and then a little golf on Sunday, and then back up.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Nothing wrong with it. You know what I wanted to start with? Art made some money last night, and our two stories are going to intersect.
Yeah,
trust me when I say this, because I was telling you, I'm actually proud of me this morning. I think I'm starting to grow up. I think I'm becoming a mature man. I really do. It's about time. But I was watching that game last night, and anybody who stayed up and watched that disaster, and you happen to root for the green and white, my guess is you're pretty ticked off right now. I mean, it was an epic collapse. There's no other way to say that. When it was 77-72, literally, I mean, I was, Joique, I'm not joking, I was this close to turning off the television and going to bed. And I was like, no, there's only a minute and 29 seconds left, so I'm going to stay up. So then what's added to it, I'm laying down in bed, I'm watching the game, and we have this group text. and I'm an idiot. I plugged my phone across the room, right? And I left the ringer on, okay? So we have a Woodward Sports Network group text.
Oh, God.
That it beeps constantly. These people don't sleep.
You know,
they're always sending text messages,
how you-
and none of those text messages ever have anything to do with you and me.
I had the silent line.
And that,
I had the silent line.
Don't even get me started.
Go ahead, get started, Arthur.
Well,
so,
Arthur, get started.
No, Art. So the phone's beeping constantly with these text messages, right?
Yeah.
I'm in lazy. I'm laying in bed mode. I'm not getting up. I'm like just wear it out. Just run it out. And then literally think of every bad thing you can do on the basketball court. I want you to think, you played basketball, what are bad things you can do? You can decide you don't want to play defense anymore.
Turnover.
You can decide that not just that, but I'm gonna make stupid fouls. Then you can decide at poor shot selection. Everything bad you can do. Michigan State decided with 129 left in the game.
It.
What you know what?
You know that
we're gonna do everything bad we can do.
You know what that was? We don't really want this game. We don't want it.
That's exactly what it was.
We want to go home. We want to start the off season. We want to go travel a little bit. We want to. It was awful.
So listen,
Awful.
You know what? I felt my blood pressure getting up, and then you know what I did? It was like Neo.
Did you see the little
Did you ever
altercation?
see The Matrix? Did you ever see The Matrix?
Yes, I've seen The Matrix.
Okay, you remember when those guys, the Sentinels or whatever the hell they were called, come out in the hallway and they start shooting them? And I just went like this. When I could feel my blood pressure going up and I was starting to get mad, I just went like this. No. And I put my hand up, and you know what happened? My blood pressure went down. And I said, I am not going to let this affect my sleep. I'm not going to wake up angry in the morning. And then you know what? I woke up this morning and Mr. Angry was back. Hey, you're in a bad mood.
You were in a bad mood. When I walked in this morning, you were in the. You had your head down.
You know what I did?
You didn't have that beautiful smile on.
I went downstairs.
He made you some nice hot milk.
No, I took 2 racks of ribs and I prepared those ribs and I said, "Listen, little babies, I'll see you in a few hours. Daddy's got to go to work now, but when Daddy gets home, he's going to fire up the smoker, and we're going to have a fun time tonight."
Are
And
those ribs?
happy.
Were those the ribs that were in the basement yesterday that the refrigerator broke?
My freezer works.
In the freezer?
Yeah,
Did you fix it?
I did.
Is that where the ribs were?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? So that's my. I didn't let it affect my day. And I'm not going to let it affect my day today.
Well,
and you guys can bash Michigan State all you want. They deserve it.
They deserve
but you know
it.
what, Joique? I think I'm becoming a man.
But they went into halftime winning, and going into halftime winning, one of the players had an altercation with Coach Izzo. I don't know what it was.
What do you call that? I don't. I see. I personally, Joique, I think people make too big of a deal about stuff like that.
It's not a big deal. When if whatever we don't know what the context was of that. He could have been something. Play could have happened in the game. He might have been hiding. Coach Izzo might have been trying to calm him down, and it could have been something like that. We don't know what the content was, and so. But to come out the second half and then play like that, do you think that has something to do with it?
You can't help but question it.
All right.
Seriously.
Now listen. You
play.
win that game. You win that game. Then. No one's questioning what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care what happened. We won the game. But once again, when you lose, what happens? They put that magnifying glass right there.
I'm sorry, I just don't think that's a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
Maybe I'm just old school. I'm sorry, I just don't think it's a big deal.
No, it's not.
People are going to make a big deal about shit like
why?
that.
But you know why though? Because they lost.
Yeah.
And when you lose, little stuff like that gets magnified. And now, was that the cause of them not playing well in the second half, or the team being discombobulated and making these mistakes? Was it, you don't know what it is.
Well, you know what's interesting about it is of course, in today's society, so many people want to be a victim. They yearn to be a victim.
Yeah, people who think that's an issue never play sports.
Well, and here's what I would add to that, okay? Tom Izzo has been the head coach. Okay, Judd left, 95? Tom Izzo has been the head coach for 25 years, okay? Have you heard one former player complain about his treatment of him or anybody else? One. I want to hear one. And I think it's funny when things like this happen, you hear from people outside of the program, right? You know, people on TV. Kenny Smith called it, I think he used the term inappropriate, whatever. I don't care. But have you ever heard like one guy in all that time say, yeah, man, Coach Izzo really bullied me. Coach Izzo got physical with me. Coach Izzo tore me apart. You know what I mean? It's not the Bobby Knight or anything like that. And, you know, I get it today. You can get mad at me. Everybody wants to be a victim today. And everybody wants to make somebody else into a victim. And everybody, you know, I mean, that's the way things are today, okay? I mean, that's cancel culture, whatever you want to call it.
Cancel culture.
It's not.
I was cancel culture before there was a cancel culture.
And,
Who was that? Who's that, Art?
It's funny. And as Murda Gaming, Charles Barkley backed him up. Charles was almost laughing at them trying to make a big deal about it. I don't know if you saw that at halftime.
No.
Charles was almost laughing about it, like, oh, come on, you know, and all that stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Didn't you ever? He goes, listen, I don't know if Dean Smith ever did that with you, Kenny, down in North Carolina, but that's what happens. But Joique, you nailed it. You know what?
Right.
Are we really having this conversation if Michigan State went on and won that game? If it's 77-72
No, we're not.
and it stayed that way?
See,
I don't know if we're doing it.
I want you to hear this, though. So we have JC in the comments. He said that that little altercation that happened in the going into the locker room in the tunnel, it said that it was because the state player missed his assignment and didn't close out on the shooter right before halftime.
And he said, and basically the player's assessment was, no, that wasn't my assignment. And that's why he got so agitated about it and everything. So, you know, I get things like that. People turn that into whatever they want to make it into. I just don't pay attention to crap like that, man. I'm sorry. I just don't.
But listen, and that's another thing where, you know, you talking with your kids and you're telling your kids something and you know they were supposed to, say your son was supposed to do the dishes and you told him to do it. You know, you do it every Friday. You got to do it. And then you go home and they're not done. And you say, you know, I want these done by 1 o'clock. And you go home and they're not done. And you say, son, what you supposed to do? No, it wasn't my assignment. And you know, you guys get into it, right? He's the coach. You think you know more than Coach Izzo as a player. He's watching the same game you're playing in.
Yeah. You know what that was? We're gonna take a break, and Art's gonna tell everybody how he's rich and he's buying lunch for us today. Art,
yeah.
Art, are you gonna follow up with that, Art?
Yeah, I got you, baby.
Are you gonna buy that? Are you gonna buy that iPad to put up in this room?
You know what? That's not part of my job description, but I'll get that for you.
Oh, that's not your assignment, huh?
But listen, we're team around here, so I will go get you that.
You know what's amazing?
No free lunch for you.
Right before break, huh? Right before break.
No free lunch.
That game was the Michigan State basketball season. It was. Mm-hmm. They looked great at times. They looked awful at times. There was upheaval. There was drama. They looked awful. Everything. That was the Michigan State. That was a perfect way to end the season. That was the Michigan State 2021 season last night. If you didn't watch Michigan State this year, did you watch a game last night? You saw Michigan State. That's Michigan State basketball 2021. All condensed in one game with an overtime session. That was Michigan State basketball in 2021. I mean, that's the way it is. All right, Art is a rich man this morning. How rich is he? We'll tell you when we come back. Joique Bell, Sean Baligian, so glad you can join us on Woodward Sports.
Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports, and I am here in downtown Fenton at Bridge Street Exchange. This place has so many amazing things for guys. And ladies, this is the hidden spot that you got to come check out. I'm talking thorough good boots, best boots ever. They have barware. They got the Stormy Cromer hats. They got Carhartt hats, a huge Carhartt selection. They even got Snoop Dogg underwear. So go check them out, bridgestreetexchange.com, and use the code word WSN for 15% off.
Hi, how are you? Everything going well? See, I'm not in a bad mood today. No. I told you I took the power back from the Lions years ago. I had to, and I got 2 beautiful racks of ribs waiting for me at home. Daddy, put me on the smoker. Daddy, be home soon.
That's why you need to have clean dishes when you get home.
That's right. Arthur, congratulations. You got it done last night. You had been complaining that you have had some tough luck.
Some tough luck.
But what exactly did you win last night? And most importantly, tell everybody what a rich man you are today.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's not easy being me today, but it's FriYAY.
Hold on. I want you guys to understand
Go
this
ahead,
before
Joique.
he gets started.
Go ahead, Joique. Go ahead, Joique.
That when a person, you can tell when a person is used to success because when good things happen, we just kind of keep it. But
No, baby.
yeah, I mean,
We living high today. Woo, woo. I'm living in the money. Let me tell you what I did. So,
what you did?
my great boss, Chad, was like, hey, listen, you got to do a great bet. Take the under 134 points with UCLA and Michigan State. That clearly didn't happen, and I didn't win any money. So, Sean, that was a great segue into what could have been. I wagered 50 cents. I was going to get paid 96. I didn't get any. Chad, can I please get $1, my friend? I need $1, please.
Don't worry, I'll swear soon, so you'll get $1.
I haven't received any of that money.
Today it'll go to you. How's that?
So
you'll get $1.
Here's the thing. In the group chat, Chad is nice enough to give us some of his picks. And he said, bet the under on UCLA and Michigan State. And I said, okay, but I didn't have money in my account. So I was like, 50 cents, all in. It didn't pay off.
You go to security, just step back in.
Joique, you got to, look at this loss. Do you have losses like this in your life?
Joique, I think you and I are literally the only two people here.
I just took a major loss.
You and I aren't doing, we're the only two people here. Fish, are you doing it? We can head to the aquarium and ask Fish. Fish, are you on? He's got an
I got 55 things I gotta do. I gotta put this timer up for Joique. It's not fitting on the side. I gotta change. I gotta turn the iPad so that it fits perfectly, so it doesn't fall and break anything. There we go.
Fish is golden.
There is nobody better
That was
on Woodward
lopsided.
Sports than
Nobody.
that guy. They're not, look, I'm telling you point blank.
Even when
nobody is better than that guy. Nobody.
It's just like
Period.
everybody wants to say something, but no one says anything.
No.
Arthur wants to say
He
something.
is. You guys, this is one of those. You need it when Fish goes off in the morning. I'm not going to tell you the rant because one day we're going to catch a Fish rant live, and we're going to play it on the air. And I'm telling you right now, and when Fish starts imitating people, it is.
Hey, Fish, give me Fish, give me the stats on the guy I asked you about.
Can't do it. Fish, are you making online bets? Are you involved in that?
No.
I mean, everybody's here is
Of
like
course
a
he is.
degenerate
He's trying to
except
get to
you
New
and I.
Zealand. He's trying to get to New Zealand. Yes, he's in. How much have you made so far, Fish?
I've made zero money. I don't bet. I talk about it, but I don't bet.
See, okay, so there's three of us now.
So you an internet thug.
I just
Okay.
want
Yes.
I want the Fish
Just all
cam
talk.
right now. You should see how this poor kid's struggling to do 80 things at one time. And you know what? I use this term. This is a window into Fish's soul. What a good human being he is. Look at him.
Look at it.
He's doing 10,000 things at once. And are you hearing him complain? No, he's got a smile on his
You
face.
look, he doesn't.
We
so-
all need to be more like Fish in life.
Listen, he didn't took work off of Art plate because Art couldn't do everything. You see, look how much smoother the show goes when he can handle the mics, and then Art can handle just
I'm crying.
Fish, I love you, dude. Seriously, you are just
golden.
yeah. Like Lynn said, gold star. You're gold star, dude. And your imitations this morning. I'm not going to say who because I'm not throwing my man Fish under the bus, but he did not you. But he did some imitations this morning. That, the whole room was just crying. It was great.
What do you do?
I'm not telling you, Maz. But it was one of those things that I guess you had to be there.
Does it rhyme with Taz?
I didn't say anything, did I?
I said, does the name rhyme with Taz, or does it rhyme with?
It might.
Does it rhyme with?
No, it rhymes
Dak?
with Baz. Or, not Taz, Baz.
It rhymes with Daz. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
That getting back to the game though, the air balls, the silly foul and one, it was disgusting, And listen, I love Tom. Tom as a coach, Tom personally, Tom's always been nice to me in the times that I've talked to him and everything. One thing about Tom too is he remembers names.
He does.
It's weird.
So it's
weird.
And so I've spoke with Tom Izzo once. And I tell you about that time.
No.
I never. So the year that my senior season, my junior year, we played against Magic Johnson Old High School, which they were ranked very high in the state. One of the players on the team actually ended up going to MSU. His name was Sutan. We used to call him I think G Sutan.
Mm-hmm.
About 6'11", 7-foot center. I mean, he
remember
was nice.
him, absolutely.
Yeah. And so he came to the game where we played them, and I'm not even over exaggerating. The hypest, most energetic game I've ever played in any sport, from the fans to the players. I've never played in a game that intense at any level. The fans stood up the entire game from the floor to the ceiling. I think we played the game at the MSU field house, and by far one of the best games I've been a part of. I mean, we was going tit for tat, winning the overtime, lost on a buzzer beater, 74-71. Guy shot a 3 from almost half court and knocked it down. Clyde McKinney was his name. Fast forward, my junior, senior, I think 2008, when they went to the Final Four. They actually trained at Wayne State because they were playing the game. The Final Fours it was here in Detroit at Ford Field.
09.
09,
Mm-hmm.
right. 09 season. And so they were training at Wayne State facilities. And so I was a security for the campus police. And so
Did you do security? I never heard that story.
Yeah.
That's just me being a smartass.
Yeah, but
Did you know Clayton Kershaw and Matthew Stafford were boyhood friends? I never heard that either.
no, I never heard that either.
All right, go ahead.
Never heard that. And so, but no, this is campus security. So I'm
Okay.
working, so campus security. So basically, you just give you a whistle and a walkie-talkie and a uniform. That's it. You got to be a criminal justice major. So, so they stationed me at the Meth Eye, which is the sports facility, and I caught Tom Izzo walking out of the gym, and I said, Coach Izzo, I said, listen, you don't know who I am, but I just want to ask you a question. And he said, yeah. I said, what is the top 3? I said, what's the top 3 high school basketball games that you attended, like the hypest ones, the best ones that you've seen? And then he went down a list, and this is throughout his lifetime. I asked him top 3.
Yeah.
And that game that I mentioned was in the top 3.
No kidding.
No lie. It was in the top 3. He said, yeah. I said, listen, Coach, I saw you in the first row of that game. I was actually on that team. And then he asked me what my name was. I told him my name. He said, oh, yeah, I remembered you. He said that was a great game.
Doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Great guy, great mind. And then that made me feel so. I'm like, okay, well, if he remembers that game and that game is in his top 3, then we must have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a disaster last night. I mean, I think it was funny. I talked to a bunch of friends of mine that are Spartan fans this morning, and they said the same thing. It was that was a perfect way to end the season. It was just a bad season. I mean, by Michigan State standards, it was a bad season.
So was that a perfect way to end a season, or was that a perfect way to sum up their season?
Sum up the season.
Okay.
That's it. You're correct. Sum up the season.
Okay.
I mean, that was.
If you didn't watch a lot
of, for the people out there, I always make the joke, all of a sudden this week, everybody's suddenly a college basketball expert and everything. If you were busy doing other things, you were watching hockey games, you didn't jump on. What was Michigan State's season like? Watch last night's game. That was Michigan State's season. I mean, really incredible highs. They look great at times.
I was disappointed.
And just
I was
ugly
disappointed
at times.
Like you said, with that team, you don't know. They can win tonight or they can lose by 30. You don't know. They had that game won and literally handed it back to UCLA. Do you think they would have beat BYU if they would have won this game?
Yes, that was a really good matchup, my personal opinion.
Yeah, it was lined up for
But you made the joke. Maybe we should start doing the opposite because all the games we say
every time we vote for our go for
you know what?
I'm sorry. Whatever team you go for, I'm just gonna go for the opposite team.
Why
just
you
to kind of
mean
even.
Like that?
Just because every time we pick the same team, they always lose.
Yeah.
Always. It hasn't been a time. Am I right?
Except we know our teams stink. Our professional teams. That's the one thing. Unfortunately, I wish that do the opposite.
Easy.
Would
Leave
work.
Art alone, man.
I wish that do the opposite would work for that. Like if we keep talking about how bad our professional teams are, maybe that'll flip and they'll actually be good. But unfortunately,
And then
we've been right about it.
then we can come back 2 years later and retract our statement, or a year later and retract our statement.
Nothing. There's nothing worse than that. I'm telling you, there's absolutely nothing.
Nothing worse than what? Retracting the statement?
Or I never said that guy. Like, to me, I had a guy last night on Twitter. This was really nice, and maybe you're watching. I think he called himself Michigan Patriot or something. He said to me, I couldn't disagree with you more about Jared Goff. And I said, in what regard? And he said, I think Jared Goff is going to be really good in Detroit. I said, you might be right. I can't say you're wrong. But what I do know is the last couple of years, he's been a turnover machine. And I'll bet anything that he's not the quarterback of the future. That in the next couple of years, and he said to me, I got to give you credit. The one thing that you'll do is you'll own it. And I said, yeah.
No, listen, I'm
glad
going to
that
own
people
this.
know that.
I'm going to own this. That with what I've seen out of Jared Goff the last 2 years, we all consider him a placeholder.
Yep.
Just hold it.
Yep.
Now, if he comes back and he plays like he did in the Super Bowl year, then we'll have a different conversation.
We have to have that conversation.
We'll have that conversation. But we're going off of what we've seen on tape.
Absolutely.
And as of recently, NFL, which most of you guys should know, this is a right now league. They don't care about what you did in 2016, 17, 18, 19. They want to know, what did you do this past season? What can you do this season? That's what they want to know. When you're doing your contract negotiation, that's all that matters. What was the stats last year?
You know why I'm pointing at you? I hope you understand why I'm pointing at you, because this is a point in time.
Because whenever you point at me, you have three more fingers.
Professor Bell just gave you an outstanding lesson today, and you need to apply it to your life. What have you done for me lately as the National Football League?
Yeah.
And, I mean,
It's a
period.
right now
And
league.
and this is the comment that I keep making to people.
I'm going to tell you this. Sean, I'm going to tell you this. If you're not doing anything for me right now, you know what NFL stands for? Not for long. Say it louder for me.
Not for long.
Not for long.
See, you know what? And this is why I always do this with the magic crystal ball, okay? I can't tell you what Jared Goff's 2021 season is going to look like. It's very cloudy. I can't tell you what 2022 is going to look like. It's very cloudy. What I can tell you without reservation is the last 2 years he's been a turnover machine. He has 38 turnovers in what? If I'm not mistaken, 31 games? No, sorry, 29 games. 29 games. 38 turnovers in 29 games. What do you want me to say? You know what I mean? I know that. I can't tell you what's going to happen in 2021. So with that being said, I have a very strong feeling the Lions will be drafting a quarterback in the next couple of years, and he's going to be the franchise quarterback. But that's my long-winded way, Art, of saying it was nice that somebody, while he disagreed with me, he actually said, I got to give you credit. You own shit. That's $2 for you, Art.
Yep, we have a YouTube comment that I want you to respond to after the break. But
After the break?
It says, we got Goff for free, and he's more career accomplished than Stafford. So
We'll tap into that. We'll start that new conversation after you guys can start a new career in a new industry. Hey, start a new career in a new industry that is always essential. The heating and cooling industry. Learn more today by visiting northwesterntech.edu. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, Woodward Sports.
What were you saying, Art? Go ahead, repeat that.
Whole lot of what?
I did not say nothing.
Easy, what you say? A whole lot of what?
Whole lot of gang shit. Here we go.
Gang. Whole lot of
you
gang.
don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood. That's what it comes back to. Bam! Bam!
After he takes his
DH
dogs to Canine College.
Canine.
Let me tell you
You're
about my
damn
hood.
right. My dogs deserve preem accommodation.
Why?
Preem.
This is you.
Livonia all day, but I gotta take my canines in
I've
first.
got to go to Canine because they're wonderful dogs. Wait till you meet Carrie and Rocket, Joique. You're gonna fall in love with Carrie and
Yeah,
Rocket.
son. I can picture walking up on the house and they would run up, bark, 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 woof, 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 woof,
Oh, you'd be such a softy around carrying Rocket.
Woof, woof.
Rocket
Who came
jump
up with
right
those?
up in your
Who
arms.
came? Who
He
came
just
up
wants,
with those
he wants
names?
his scritchies.
What type of dogs do you have?
Schnoodles.
Happy Friday. Noodles.
Hey, if you want protection, get you a snoodle.
He took this pit bull out. Oh, it's unbelievable. It was the ugliest scene I've ever seen. Don't you,
Oh my
don't you
gosh.
diss my dogs.
I'm not
Carrie and
dissing
Rocket
them.
are beautiful dogs. They're wonderful.
There's some beautiful snoogles.
We had a question before we went to the break. What was the question?
Read it out loud. Art.
I was busy Googling pictures of schnoodles.
I'll show you my schnoodles.
Yeah.
I have pictures on my phone.
Hey, listen. Hey, you know what though? They said we're going 16-0 next year. You know why? You know why? They said somebody on YouTube said we're going 16-0 next year. You know why?
Drugs?
No, because we just signed the GOAT. We just signed the GOAT.
Oh, Don Muhlbach?
Don Muhlbach.
YouTube
Super
comment.
Bowl bound.
The YouTube comment says that, let me see if I can find it because it was so unrealistic. We got Goff for free, and he's more career accomplished than Stafford. Hang on, Sean wants to show off his dogs. Go ahead, Sean.
There's Carrie. All right. Now, hold on. There's Rocket. He's really dumb, though. I love him, but he's dumb dog, dumb master, that whole thing. So
The Friday shows are just different, man.
The Friday
all right,
shows
can
hit
I
different,
go-
don't it?
Can I go
That
to
Friday
his,
show hit different.
I'm going to go to his point. Again, you know what? I love the deal. Well, no, hold on. I like the deal. I'll love the deal if they make the picks count. How's that?
No.
Is
You
that-
gotta love the deal.
No,
You gotta love.
I don't love the deal if the picks bomb. Does that make sense?
No,
I like the deal and what the deal.
You gotta love the deal. You don't love the deal. You can't control.
Disagree with you, bud.
You can't. You can only control what you can control.
You're right.
All right. You can't
So
control
make
the
the
picks.
picks count, and then I'll call it a fantastic deal.
No, you can't call it. It's already a fantastic deal for what we got for
Okay,
him.
but here's the thing, Joique. This is where I'm going to look into my crystal ball. Ready? Oh my gosh, you can't believe.
But you already said you like Brown.
But if they bomb those picks, then what did you get out of it?
They're not gonna bomb the picks.
Did you just gaze into the crystal ball?
Oh yeah.
They got two great picks. No, I hope you understand my.
Listen to me.
It looks great on paper. It does. I mean, to
Listen to me.
To move on from that,
You have.
it looks great on paper.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Taking the motion off the play fake.
I'm gonna tell you
Outside
this.
screen.
You have a GM who came here from not St. Louis, but from the LA Rams.
St. Louis and LA.
Yeah, so he was there too. So he was in St. Louis. He went to LA, but came in from the LA Rams. He's on a team that has had a history of failure. He's coming in, and no lie, the front office and ownership, they brought in some winners. And they understand. They just won the coaching draft. They won that, right? They made those picks count. Do you agree, Sean? Do you agree?
Do they make the
No. I'm asking for what they've done so far. Have they made some?
I like what they've done so far.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
No doubt about it.
It's so going forward. He understands that he has to make these picks count.
Got to do it.
He
It's the most
understands
important
that.
thing.
He understands it. And that's why he's changing the culture in the facility with meeting with all of the scouts, meeting with the coaches.
I agree.
Having these meetings with everyone in the room
agree.
and everyone feeling
agree.
included. How do you like this guy?
I like them, but until you make the picks
No.
count.
I'm telling you, these are the conversations that he's having with the people in the facility.
Sure.
How do you like this guy?
Sure.
You do?
You should.
Oh, why? Why do you like this guy? Why should we take him in the 7th round? Why should we take him in the 3rd round? Do you think we can? And he's having this conversation with people in the facility that are their job is to go out.
I'm all into what I've seen so far. You know that.
And I understand that. So with you saying you don't like the picks, I don't understand how you can say that. But everything they've done so far, you've liked.
I'm not saying I don't like the picks. I'm saying I'll call this a great deal when they
No.
make the
I
picks
didn't say you
count.
don't. No, I know you. They haven't picked yet.
Yeah,
in the
that's
draft.
my point.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
I like the deal.
You like the deal, but it's a great deal.
If you get, but here's the thing, Joique. If you get 2 studs with those picks, then we're all going, oh my gosh, this is the greatest deal of all time. If you get 2 guys that bust, and we know busts in this town, are we going to sit back and go, well, that was a great deal? Nobody's going to say that. I hope you understand what I'm saying in that regard. I mean, that's a wait and see. But the package that they got is fantastic. You're absolutely, look at Jared Goff was basically for nothing. Well, other than taking up $28 million of your cap space, okay? I mean, that's a big part of it and everything. But with that being said, don't misconstrue. I'll take a placeholder. If you're making the argument that he's something more than a placeholder, I'll adamantly disagree with you. And I can't say that I'm right yet. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'm going to tell you adamantly why I disagree with you. And then what you're going to do is talk about something that happened 3 years ago. And what I'm going to do is talk about the last couple of years and say, look at everything. Don't cherry pick. Don't just look at that one moment in time and everything. You know, you confetti's falling and all of that. You know, look at everything and go back to what Professor Bell said in the previous segment. Look. Yeah. If you aren't getting it done, guys are going to move on from you in the National Football League. In the last couple of years, he's been very mediocre. There's no other way to say that.
And I'm going to let you know right now that with this new regime that's coming in, they have no issue saying that we got it wrong. Let's try something else.
Absolutely. You should.
And so if you're not performing now, right now, and we do have sort of a cap hit with Jared Goff, but
it's monstrous.
It is. It is. You have one guy taking up, 15% of the salary cap by himself? Is it about that, 15, 16%? Hold on, Art. But no, I got you. I'm not even funny. I got you. I'm going to come back to you. But I want to go back to, because you still haven't answered my question yet.
What's that?
About if you really liked everything that they've done so far, mm-hmm. Why don't you think they'll get the draft right? Why can't it be a great?
I never said that.
Okay. But why can't it be a great deal right now?
Because it becomes a great deal if you make the picks count. If the picks don't count, I can't look in the crystal ball and go, oh my gosh, they got two great picks.
So hold on, but what I'm saying is that has nothing to do with the Stafford and Jared Goff trade-off. That has nothing to do with that.
So I'm going to try to repeat it. I like the deal. But it becomes a great deal if you get 2 studs from that, because then I can sit back and go, okay, so for basically, in essence, giving up Matthew Stafford, you got, with your own pick, you got your quarterback of the future. Because, again, I'm telling you right now, you guys, there are going to be a lot of no, wait a second. There's going to be no apologies coming my way, because nobody ever tells the idiot on the air that he's right. You only point out when he's wrong. And I get that. I've been living that for 26 years. Just remember told you that they're going to draft a quarterback in the next couple of years, and that is going to be the quarterback of the future. So, Joique, if I sit back 3 years from now and I go, oh my gosh, the Lions got their quarterback of the future, they took a stud. Pick any position you want. Any position you want. Let's use your position. Running back. Okay. They got a stud running back with one of the Rams picks, and they got a stud linebacker with one of the Rams picks. Then I can sit back and go, I liked this deal when they made it. I freaking love this deal now. Look what they got from this deal. You know what I mean?
So once again, those are great picks. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with the deal.
It has everything to do with the deal.
It has nothing to do with the deal.
It has everything to do with the deal.
It has everything to do with the picks. Those are picks. But we can't get those picks without this great deal that just happened. We can't have these great picks.
So now I'm going to turn it around. What good are those picks if you pick shit?
It doesn't. Right. That means those are bad picks.
So that's my point.
Those are bad picks. But that doesn't mean that was a bad deal we made.
If you bring in 2 bad picks.
What I'm saying is that deal is still a good deal because it puts you in the position. It puts you in the position to make those bad picks.
Right. If you make them count.
If you make them count.
You have to make them count.
I think that's a great deal.
That's what it's predicated on.
In that great deal, you can get great players to make it great picks. I keep them separate. Art, let's go to the booth.
No, we'll do it after break. I've got some stats that I want to put side by side and have you guys do comparisons when it comes to Goff and Stafford.
Do we really still have to keep doing this?
Yeah, well, it's
really?
The topic today, and I'll put it up on the thing. Okay, look at right there. Lions Rams QB swap. So we need to talk about.
Do we really? No, but
yes.
All right, but here's
because there's people that are still confused.
Play along with me.
Yes.
Okay. At what point in time do we stop talking about Matthew Stafford of the Detroit Lions and we start talking about the Detroit Lions moving on with Matthew Stafford, without Matthew Stafford? I'm serious.
I think we could have stopped talking
Matthew
about
Stafford
him.
will always be a part of it.
No, I think we should have stopped talking about him when this happened, when he left, and we can move on.
Can we do a 9-minute video about how that made you feel when you saw that picture? We can get like a bunch of testimonials and about how you burst into tears.
Can we really?
Tears streaming down my face.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we could do that today.
Oh,
Let's do
gosh.
it.
I'm going to hang myself. No, actually, I'm going to go home and get my ribs.
Are they waiting for you?
They are. I can hear them right now. Shh, listen. Sean, can you hear them? All right, if you feel good about your interest rate because it's in the 3s, get over it and call Hall Financial because rates are now in the 2s. Be smart and make the call because you could be saving money. Hall Financial is fast, and they do all the heavy lifting for you, so just go to davidhallmortgage.com now to get started. Hall Financial, lower payments, better options, more personal attention. He's Joique Bell. I'm Sean Baligian. This is Woodward Sports.
Welcome to Crumble Cookies. It is Joey from Woodward Sports, and this is my new favorite spot where I like to spend my time because they have the best cookies I've ever had in my entire life, and you won't regret coming here and trying them. Located off of Rochester Road, right next to the Imagine Theaters in Rochester Hills, it's Crumble Cookies. Come try these delicious cookies. They even got their own app. They got curbside pickup. They got delivery. You won't regret it. Just come try for yourself. You'll thank me later. I promise.
Hey, listen, you still have time to be part of the perfect bracket payoff. Make sure that you jump in. What are we at? About 20 minutes now? About 17 minutes to be precise or some crap like that. So make sure that you check that out. WoodwardSports.com. Awesome prizes. And this is the last time I have to read this, okay? So fantastic. You don't have to listen to me read that anymore. Watch this. Did you see Mahomes? Did you see Mahomes?
Oh!
That was no look. Did you see that?
You see that?
And then he hit that
And
shot.
I hit
He
the
showed
shot.
his range.
That was money.
What MSU didn't do last night.
Ooh.
That would have been an air ball. Would have been an
What
air
MSU
ball.
did not do last night. That was all net too.
Max said,
backboard.
if Goff sucks, we'll
No
always wish
backboard.
it never happened. If Goff finds a way to get the job done, we'll say we should have done something sooner. You know what? At least you guys, Max, I think you probably know this about me. I was somebody last year that was saying the Lions need to start looking ahead to the future. And that wasn't a slight against Matthew Stafford. You guys know how I feel about Matthew
Hold
Stafford.
on, and you had to
but
put
it was time to move on.
You have to put some money in the swear jar.
Do I again?
Yeah, it's all over the YouTube comments. And someone said that, and this is pretty hilarious. Someone said we need to take a picture of Kirk Franklin's face and put it on front of the swear jar.
That's pretty
It's
good.
pretty hilarious. It's pretty
Who did
good.
that? Yeah, who said that?
I'll
That's
tell
a
you who
great
said
line,
that.
dude.
JGB said that.
JGB.
JGB. Shout out to JGB, man.
Mad
He's on here
props.
all the time showing love, number love for JGB.
Steve said it had to happen regardless. Steve, I couldn't agree with you more. This is the sad reality of business. This is where you have to take your poor whittle heart and you have to protect your poor whittle heart and you have to look at it from a business standpoint. You do. I mean, last year this process should have started. And what I mean by that is Matthew Stafford, both things were possible. Matthew Stafford could still be here this year being the starting quarterback, and you could have used that high draft choice on your quarterback of the future. Now, I get it. Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia were fighting for their lives, so there was no way they were going to pick a guy that was going to sit on the bench. That's stupid, and it hurt the franchise. There's no doubt about it. And that's not a slight against Okuda, but at the end of the day, we all know what the most important position is, and that's the quarterback.
It's so funny to hear and to sit back and think about some of the things that were said where, you know, people came in and that when they got here, this was a bad football team. Oh, can you believe that? A team that went 9-7.
See, I didn't buy that.
11-5.
I never bought that. That was. I thought
Bad
that was a
football
good
team. And speaking of bad football teams, how many people are here for the 2017 class?
for the two what?
For the 2017 draft class.
Nobody. Well, Jalen
What?
Reeves
Oh.
Maven.
Oh, okay.
Jalen Reeves Maven. That's it.
But we're a
That's
bad.
your 2017 draft.
But
You know
we're a
what's
bad
really
football
funny?
team.
I had you just brought something up in my mind. So the night before training camp started, this is 2018. This is before Matt Patricia's first season. I did a one-on-one with Bob Quinn. And I'm going to say it again. I like Bob, okay? I like Bob. But Bob and I did a one-on-one, and the last question that I asked him, and this wasn't trying to hold his feet to the fire or anything like that, but I said, Bob, you know, you guys went 9-7 the last 2 years. 1 year you made the playoffs. The next year you didn't make the playoffs, okay? You wanted to, how close is this roster? And without hesitation, I'm not joking, okay? And I'm not throwing Bob under the bus. This really happened, all right? Without hesitation, look me right in the eye. Joique, look at me. You need to look at me right now just so you can get this. He's not looking at me right now just so you can get this. Look me right in the eye, just like this.
I'm sorry.
I
just breaking news. Just 4 more people just came out with allegations of Deshaun Watson.
What's it, 78 now? Holy crap! We'll get into that in a second.
Sexual start doing
so
massages.
Joique, look right at me like this, like even squinted the eyes, like to say it with effect. He goes, very close. That's what he said. His words, not mine. So fast forward 2 years later, when I'm hearing about all the work that this roster needs, that's when I started going like this. Well, wait a second. You told me 2 years ago you were very close. That was 2 years ago. You were the guy that made all the decisions in the last 2 years. You have nobody to blame but yourself. And at that point in time, you can't talk about the Caldwell era. You can't talk about Mark Mayhew. You can't talk about anybody.
But listen, Sean. That's when I talked to you, and I said earlier about how Brad Holmes is coming in and changing the culture. The culture when Bob Quinn was here was a totally different culture.
You're absolutely right.
The team was walking on eggshells, and I still have a lot of resources inside the facility, and I would ask them how's the culture there now? And from the time for me leaving the Lions in 2016 for that 8 months and coming back, when I came back to this team, the culture was totally changed. It was totally different. Now, I'm not saying it's a good or bad. Was it a good or bad one? I guess in my opinion, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way the team was. I didn't like the way we weren't able to have that team camaraderie like how we usually were able to. And then when I would hear certain things about how, you know, when they would make major decisions within the organization and where they were going, where they were headed, that he was excuse people from the room and just have a conversation with one other person.
And listen, I'm going to say it again, and I like Holmes. I like Dan. I like the fact, most importantly, they're not being delusional about what they have.
Yeah.
But we can talk culture until we're blue in the face. You have to bring talent in here. And I have faith that these guys will do that. I mean, culture's great, but if you're not winning football games, you're going to lose your job. I mean, period. And you know it. I know it. I mean, it's all about bringing in the talent. And this is a guy, so we've been told, that does a fantastic job of finding guys in the draft, that has surrounded himself with people that can find Joique Bells and things like that. I'm all for it. But it has to happen here. I'm tired of people like Bob Quinn telling me how good things are going to be. I'm tired. I don't want to hear any more fairy tales. And that's not your fault, Brad Holmes. That's not your fault, Dan Campbell. I'm sick and tired. You almost made $3. I'm sick and tired of hearing about fairy tales, about how pretty our unicorn is, and wait till you see this rainbow. You know what? You know what I'm going to tell you? Your rainbow's beautiful when I see it. I don't want no more talk. Do it. Michigan football.
About that action.
Breaking news, Jared Goff has a website, and I would like to go over some of his merch in case you're interested, Sean. So first off, we have the hoodie. We have a great graphic t-shirt. This one's my personal favorite, the polo. And then if you're feeling really fancy and you want to be like Jordan, he has his own Jordan shirt. So jg16store.com if you're interested. The reason I brought it up is because someone in the YouTube comments brought it up. So if you're interested. What size do you wear?
Is that what we're doing now?
What size do you wear, Joique?
Is that what we're doing? We're coming in. We're getting straight to it. Hey, I can't hate on the business mindset of this football player. Now he comes. I'm not. We'll have this conversation later down the road about when he first got here. Because this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen, Sean. The season's going to come around, And depending on how well he plays, they're going to bring this back up. That when he got here, he wasn't thinking about how he can make the team better. He came in thinking about how he can make money.
That's a shame.
That's
where I get your players back.
That's what the conversation is going to be.
Good for him. If
It's nothing wrong. I honestly, I'm looking back and I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? This is a good business move. This is marketing yourself, branding yourself. You have to do it while the getting's good because you're only going to be in this position for so long. So I mean, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you sell a bunch of polo shirts and are you going to buy one, Sean?
Oh, one of everything. Okay. You know what a Jared Goff guy I am.
All right, are you going to get the JG glasses?
I was just wondering what size you wore, Joique. I'd love to, when's your birthday? All right.
I can tell you, but I'm not going to.
If I bought you a Jared Goff polo,
how funny would that be?
Would you?
Oh my gosh!
I mean, $69 is a little too rich for my blood, but would you?
You know what? I could see me wearing that down in the Keys, though.
Oh, totally.
Like seriously, could you see me in that, Joique? I got a beer in one hand. I got a whiskey in the other hand.
You know
hey guys,
here's
you want a shirt?
Anybody find the nachos?
Here you go.
Here's
you want a
shirt. Here's
you go
shirt.
to JBC. I'll get you a JBC polo, Joique Bell charity polo that you can wear.
You really will?
Yeah, I'll get you a JBC polo.
Does it go to charity?
Yeah.
Then I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Everything goes to charity.
Okay, then I'm buying
and
it.
I'm gonna give you the unique thing because we just solidified everything this week because of COVID.
I have personal stock.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Art?
So basically, we solidify everything for my charity weekend this week with all the facilities back in my hometown due to COVID because we had to wait to get the okay. Now we got the okay. Now we about to do a big push.
Okay.
It's not to June.
Count me in.
I'm
buying it since it goes to charity.
Yeah, everything. Okay. Yeah, everything. So from the golf outing to the bowling tournament to the camps, the celebrity basketball game to the after event, like everything is going back. Who is that? Is that you, Art?
What is that? I need to know what that is.
That? Is that fish?
Is that bleeding over into?
Yeah, it's a child crying. Can we go to break?
Oh, do you know what it sounded like? It sounded like. Right. Remember, I showed you pictures of my friend and Art. I'm not making this up. Albert. Remember, I showed you pictures of my friend Albert that was over my house in October. It sounds like Albert. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you what happened to Albert, but it sounds like Albert. I can't do this. We need to go to break.
Let's go to break.
Boy, Albert's in a bad mood.
Hey, it's Stick, and I am live right now inside Grow Green. If you go to growgreenmi.com right now, take advantage of their dank deals. They got everything so you can grow the best possible product you can. Even nutrients, water, and look, you just turn around and your very own. Now that he's fully bloomed, he's beautiful and ready to go. Thank you, Grow Green, for supplying us with everything we need.
There is no way we're going to be able to make it. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear what we're hearing. I don't know if it's feeding over, okay? And listen, I'm telling you right now, it's completely unprofessional that we're giggling over something that you probably can't hear, but I don't know how else to tell you. It is Joique's quote during the break. Is that a real baby?
Is that a real baby? You know what it sounds like?
It sounds like one of those toys.
No.
It sounds when the kids pretend their parents when they're in high school.
No. It sounds like that one commercial when when that thing is hanging out the window going wee.
The pig. Wee. Albert.
The pig.
Albert.
Yeah. The pig. That's the pig. Wee.
He's got the pinwheel out the window.
Thanks, Mrs. Williams. This is your stop in the car.
Sean, can you tell us about my bookie?
Sean is crying. He's in
March
tears.
Madness is here. My bookie's offering a shot at a share of $10,000 with the My Bracket contest, and it's only a single dollar entry. NBA tipping off every other day. Not one, but two UFC pay-per-view cards and plenty of intense NHL action at your fingertips. So regardless of your favorite player or team, whether you're betting on first or third period totals, you've got a choice from thousands of lines and prop bets on all sports and it's all in one place at MyBookie. Do yourself a favor. You have to take the initiative, though. Get a head start by signing up today with promo code Woodward, and they'll match your first deposit halfway up to $1,000. That's free cash credit to your account instantly on top of your deposit. The best part is you always have access to the action whether you're at home or you're on the go. Just make sure that you take the initiative and visit the website online or on your phone at mybookie.ag and use promo code Woodward to grab yourself a deposit bonus. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Whee!
Oh, it sounds like or you know what else it sounds like? It also sounds like that. It also sounds like that. That TikTok, the TikTok when the girl is trying to explain where all her man money's going. Did it have like the little shopping, online shoppings, bags?
You guys, I can't.
Spa day.
Like it has been constant for like seriously 7 minutes. Is that? I don't want to exaggerate.
Yeah.
There is this constant like just over there, just wee, and it's not stopping.
Is it fish?
It sounds like a toy.
Can we make sure it's not fish?
Like, do you remember like in high school? Did you ever have to do this in high school? They paired you with some girl, and it was always awkward. But you had to take care of your baby, right? And like you pull the string and the baby would cry. It sounds like one of those babies crying like that. And it's not stopping. It just
I never had to do that.
It won't stop.
I never had to do that. I was in band, so I guess I.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Were you ever in home ec?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, home ec.
That was my class. I think I told you.
And did they have like wood shop when you was there? You did wood shop?
Yeah, I definitely did woodshop for a couple of years.
And when you're talking, you used to put the camera on you.
No, the show's about you guys. I mean, I could put it on me to go, yes, I was in woodshop, Joique, or I could just keep it on the
Tell me
talent.
your favorite thing you ever built.
You're going to be weirded out. I built a coffin jewelry box that my teacher was forever like, why are you building a coffin jewelry box? But
do you know what you're going to appreciate? Do you know what I built a Michael Myers mask?
See, but we
that
get looked at as
nothing
weirdos.
like Michael Myers mask, but I thought it was the coolest thing on earth.
We look
Hold
like
up.
weirdos.
Yeah.
So you built, put it back on you. So you built a coffin jewelry box.
Yeah, it was like this big, and it was in the shape of a coffin, and it was.
That screams trailer. That screams it.
Don't ask me questions anymore. Just listen to the Wii and enjoy the Friday.
You know what it is? I realized what that was. That's somebody in the back saying "wee" because it's FriYAY.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. I think that's what it comes down to.
For the whole time.
I don't know if I ever told you this. Since you brought it up, I have to share this. I had my home ec teacher was the father of one of my friends.
Right.
And it was my senior year. And if I told you this, stop me. But it was my last class of the day. And like about halfway through my senior year, I walked up to my buddy's dad and I go, I'm not coming to your class the rest of the year. And he was like, don't put me in that position and everything. And I go, no, you're not going to fail me. Like, I'm not
going to fail you.
I'm not going to your class the rest of the year.
Did he fail you?
Of course not. He gave me a C.
That's right. That's right.
I stopped going. Seriously, I stopped going the first week of May. It was like,
it was
I'm not
cool.
going anymore.
I didn't have to go to school my senior year for real. Like after like third hour, I went to work, co-op. And so I come back to school the last.
Such a scam.
Oh,
such a scam.
Oh, getting paid during school? What?
The joke.
What?
Absolutely. It was.
I'll take that.
I walked out of school at like 11:08 every day. It was like, I'm done. Later. You know, and he was like, don't put me in that position. I go, look, you're not going to fail me.
Listen,
like, I'm not that dumb. I've known you my whole life.
My first hour was French. You know what my second hour was? It was gym.
How'd you do in that class?
Huh?
How'd you do in gym?
I did
You
well.
did all right?
I did all right. You know what I did at the gym? I took a shower and I went to work for the rest of the day.
That's awesome.
I did.
Good for you.
Yeah. Getting that bag at a young age.
You know what we did in Livonia? We walked through landmines. We fought ninjas. It was, I mean, that was gym class for us. That's what we did.
Sounds like Vietnam.
It's Livonia.
No,
That's how we do.
no. That
That's
sounds
how-
like some type of sci-fi, some made-up stuff.
No, sometimes we had to fight off some creatures and all that.
I hate to keep bringing up this argument, but this is something that I forgot to share with you guys real quick.
Bring it up. Is it? Hold up. Is it about Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford? Let me guess, because I'm a psychic.
Yes, in the YouTube.
Look at that.
And the YouTube comments, they're going wild. So let me put these graphics up, okay? This is Jared Goff's accomplishment. So if you want to read through it, Sean, if you want to look and read through, 2-time Pro Bowl selection, led the Rams, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
this is what Stafford has done. Now, obviously, it's all time, but then NFL accomplishments. So I think we could finally put this to rest. You guys want to share your thoughts? Who got the better deal in the swap between the Lions and the Rams?
The Rams got the better player.
Yeah, we got the better deal.
I don't know how people are going to argue it. I still don't know how. The Lions got something that can absolutely change the franchise.
Exactly. So
That-
So we'll say this:
I like the Lions side.
Rams got a better player.
Yeah.
Lions got a better deal.
Yep. Period.
That's the
Period.
best way to put it.
Yeah.
I don't think you can word that.
And guys,
better.
like, seriously, I hope for all the people, and Joique, I keep going back to, like, that first day we talked about it, and you said to me, well, I don't hear anybody saying that Jared Goff is going to be the quarterback of the future. Now, because we've heard it so much, you guys, I'm going to go Michael Irvin on you. In a couple of years, maybe even a year from now, when
I want you
he's
guys
not
to
the
come at us with the same conviction.
You got it.
The same
You
conviction.
guys better all come back at me and confess your sins, because I'm trying to help you right now.
Good. With the same conviction.
Jared Goff is not the quarterback of the future. You need to understand that. Just accept it. And I've been called every name in the book from people ever since this deal happened. Okay,
It's
the
warranted.
first confession I'm going to hear is from Stick.
It's warranted. It's warranted.
Stick is going to give me a confession, and I'm telling you, I will accept your confession, and I will forgive you.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that one.
I
can't wait.
will
I
forgive
can't
you.
wait
It's
to
okay.
hear that one.
Lord knows I've been wrong about things.
And hold on,
I
and this
will
is
continue to be.
And this is the type of people that I hate, that say Jared Goff he has a terrible season. You know what's gonna you know what Stick is gonna say? I mean, look at what he had. He did. You got to give him more time, and I mean, what did Stafford do? He did the same thing. Are we talking about wins? He's gonna try to argue every point to make his point valid, which is not valid. Hold on, Art. Did you raise your hand?
Yes, I did.
And
I
did somebody call on you?
Sean looked
somebody
at me.
call on
We
you?
made eye contact.
No. Did he say? Go ahead, Art.
It was like ghosts.
All right, be
Demi Moore and
respectful.
Patrick
Be
Swayze.
respectful.
I'm
Be
sorry.
respectful on the show. This is Baligian, like you said. This is Baligian the Bell Show. We're the talent. You stay behind there, and we'll call on you. But I still love you like a brother. Just be,
Did you hear that?
Build this relationship on trust.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
He loves you like a brother.
I'm not allowed to comment on that.
Can he comment now?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
I think the
Go
only
ahead, bro.
fair thing to do.
Go ahead, bro.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Oh, he said thank you. Just looking like you want to say. Go ahead, bro.
Thank you. I think Stick can stop it. Stick should be able to come in right now and admit that it could go the wrong way. But I think you guys need to hash this out, because the first video that you guys did, it went crazy. But I think Stick maybe has seen some things now that would make him change his mind. I can't speak on Stick, so if he wants to come in,
No,
but
it's all right.
No, he
you
don't-
know what?
he
And
don't-
listen, like Andrew said, maybe we
People
can
like him
catch a
don't like
little
the. They
lightning
don't
in a
like the
bottle
face the
with
piper.
Goff. I mean,
people like Clarence. They don't like the face the piper. They want to stay in the background.
you guys, and this is like
They like to stay in the
here.
background.
And Joique, if they use that argument, you know what I'm going to say? I told you they were purposely trying to suck.
They suck.
And part of the reason they're purposely trying to suck
Why is that?
is by putting Jared Goff in there as a placeholder.
Really.
Because he's not going to be here when the
he's
Lions
not.
get good.
Do you think so?
So if you listen, that's all been covered.
It's all
But
been
nobody
covered.
wants to listen.
Listen.
They just assume always, oh, so you think the deal sucks? No, I like the deal. What the hell are you talking about, maniac?
Tighten
And it
up.
makes me maniac.
Makes
But
a
I have two
maniac.
racks of ribs waiting for me at home. I just-
Rex. Of ribs.
Listen, Joique, I put some Hungarian on one, my favorite Hungarian rub on one, and then I got the butchery rub on the other. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I'm excited to see what Jared Goff is able to bring to the team. I mean, I'm excited to see. I mean, I want to see. I guarantee you this: if he comes out and he performs the way he performed the last couple of years, which has been not his best performance. When they ship him out of here, you're going to have – you think Claire's is going to be in the background going, wee, wee.
Like Steve said, Jones and Galladay to Williams and Perriman. Guys, it's not like they're setting this guy up for a lot of success. Let's be brutally honest, okay? Now, again, we don't know what the draft is.
Is that brutal?
It is brutal honesty. We don't know what the draft is. We don't know, what they're going to be able to do. But, how long is the Lions' commitment to Goff? You want me to be a betting man? As soon as they can get that contract off the books. If they have their quarterback of the future, and what we don't know yet is he going to be selected in 2021. You can't say definitively he's not going to be. And if I need to say it again, what we don't know is how much the Lions like Trey Lance. We don't know that.
Ryan McIntyre, Goff is going 2-0 over the Packers this season. Come on, stop it.
Max said, I'm in Titan.
Now, we really do have some hacklers on here.
Max said, I'm in Titan country. What are the chances that Goff pulls a Tannehill 2.0 comeback? It was a perfect set of circumstances, I think, for Tannehill in Tennessee.
No, that's not.
A strong defense, a beast in the backfield in Derrick Henry, a pretty good receiving core.
Yeah, pretty good.
Those things aren't here.
I mean,
with Goff. I don't think Goff's awful. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, he's not awful. We're not saying he's awful. But
he's not my franchise quarterback. Sorry. I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know. Maybe you haven't been paying attention or something. He said if he goes 25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, do you call it a success? It'd be a pleasant surprise.
It'd be success.
Yeah, it'd be a pleasant surprise. No doubt about that.
Yes or no? Would that be success? Yes or no?
I don't know. Did the Lions go 4-13? Did the Lions go 5-14 or something like that?
What does that have to do with his personal numbers?
I think it has a lot to do with his personal numbers.
So
ask Matthew Stafford.
Exactly. But Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback, right? And we're going off of numbers.
Well, if he's a better quarterback, then why am I having the conversation?
Who, Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback.
Do you think people? But what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying.
But we're basing him being the best quarterback off his numbers.
Do you think people are going to give him his roses for having less than numbers than Matthew Stafford? It's not going to happen.
No.
Matthew Stafford never got roses here being a better quarterback. They're not going to give him. They're not going to give him his roses.
You got to think. If we didn't have Matthew Stafford, we had Jared Goff last year. How many games do you think we would win? That's the question.
With that defense,
that's the question.
You should win. You should win 5 on accident with that defense and what he had at his disposal.
Do you think Jared Goff would have led us to 5 wins last year?
No way.
That's what I'm saying.
No way.
That's what I'm saying.
No way. No way. No. I mean, again, you know what? It's tough to have these conversations because we have to see it happen, okay? I guess my response would be if Jared Goff plays as he's done the last couple of years, what's your response going to be? Wow, I guess you're right. He does turn the ball over a lot, and, there's nothing extra special about him or anything like that. And I think that's the conversation that we need
honestly,
to have.
man, we just have to sit back. We have to wait. We got to wait for them to touch the green. And speaking of green.
Oh, boy.
Have I told you guys about Grow Green? Grow Green, the country's largest hydro store, buys in bulk and passes the savings down to you, the growers. Looking for soil? They have over 1,000 pallets in stock, including Pro Mix, Dairy Dew, Roots Organic, Fox Farm, all at the lowest prices in the state. Check out their dank deals for insane deals like bags of Ocean Force for just $8 and even gallons of Turpinator for just $50. Mention the show and get a free t-shirt. Click growgreenmi.com. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, Woodward Sports. Stay tuned. You don't form the ball at work. Hey, Joique Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate. Poor Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
Well, hello. You know what, Joique?
Yeah.
I like doing a show with you. I enjoy it. I hope you know that.
Seriously.
I do. I like you personally. I've liked you personally. I know what a good human being you are.
Thank you.
And do you know what I like most about you?
What?
You educate people. You do. You're a guy that played the game. If I say something, and I understand this, I take no offense at this. If I say something, it's not going to resonate with people. If you say something, it's going to resonate with people.
I don't think that's true. It's going to resonate with people because who you are, and they have
Because
respect.
they know what an idiot I am.
But they have a respect for what you. Yeah, you're not an idiot. Stop it. 26 years in, you can't have a career that long.
Okay, but here's
it being an idiot. No, you're very.
And this is like you did something this morning where you said to people, you said it not only as a member of the media, but you said it as a guy who actually played in the National Football League.
Yeah.
If you meander your way through seasons like Jared Goff has the last couple of years, you're going to lose your job. You are. You're gonna lose your job.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a job somewhere else, but then if you can't bring it up, like I saw people make reference to Tannehill, if you can't bring it back up, guess what? You're either going to be out of the league or you're going to be a backup someplace, right?
Yeah.
One of the undeniable truths in the game of football to me today, and this is another argument. Steve said Goff is here the next 2 seasons. Probably. Mm-hmm. Probably.
What's his cap hit for next year?
I forget. I had all those numbers in my head a month ago, and now there's other things that
But
jumped in.
Art, you have that right.
But it
Go ahead,
might
Art.
be after this year. But regardless, let me stay on point. Joique, I've heard you say this, and I'm going to bring this back up. If you give a quarterback time to throw in this league, in the National Football League, he's going to pick you apart.
Yeah.
You even went as far to say if they gave you time to throw in this league,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to pick guys apart,
Yeah.
right?
Have you seen my
Undeniable
arm?
truth, right?
Have you seen my arm?
I have actually.
Gunslinger.
I saw him throw a touchdown. So
Gunslinger.
there's that. But Joique, hear me out now, okay? Why on earth was this franchise so dead set on not getting a pass rush on a quarterback the last couple of years? It was mind-boggling to me. Like
You know what they thought? The same thing we've been talking about, how we can go in the later rounds and get these type of players that are, I'm almost blue players in the later rounds, like a Kenny Galladay.
Sure.
Kenny Galladay would be a blue player that we got in the later round. They think that they can get these type of players in the later rounds, and they can't even do it in the earlier rounds.
Yep. Amen. 1,000%.
Right. And
Well,
so-
and Joique, what I could not figure out, and I know that Coach Patricia is the smartest coach ever, and he made the greatest defensive call in the history of football, okay, in the Super Bowl and everything. And he brought that up to people. Why couldn't they manufacture more of a pass rush? Why didn't they blitz more? They had, are you ready for this? This is a stat that I saw. They had a 4.3% success rate getting to the quarterback in drop back situations. Is there any wonder why the Lions won 5 games?
Now, and that comes, did we not have those type of rushers that can get to the quarterback? Or were they not put in the proper position to be successful? It's a little bit of both.
My human opinion is I think it was more one than the other. Were there some guys that underachieved a little bit? Yeah, there were.
Yeah.
But it was more the coach putting them in a situation where you just weren't going to be successful, like by design. Well, we're going to create havoc in the middle of the field. If the quarterback has all the time in the world to throw, he can sit back and make an omelet back in the pocket, as you said.
What
you
type of
are
omelet?
going to pick
A veggie scramble? A veggie scramble?
if that's what you want.
Yeah.
Art, I'm taking omelet
Look.
orders. What kind of omelet do you want?
Green, red
I'm a
peppers.
Greek omelet kind of guy.
Okay.
Tomatoes,
I'm one of those
onions.
country farmer guys where you throw everything in there. Little hash browns, but they got to be well done hash browns, okay?
They gotta be they gotta be well done veggies, and then add
Okay. That's my country farmer's omelet.
a little vegan cheese.
4.3% getting to the quarterback in drop back situations, okay? And people were talking, but that's his defense. Well, the defense didn't work. It was a disaster. So now, Joique, what the Lions are focusing on, and this is another
What was that
reason why I
defense
have
ranked
to
in the
love
league
Brad
real
Holmes.
quick? What was the defense ranked in the league last year?
27th.
Bottom 5?
Yeah.
Bottom
But,
5?
Joique, here's and historically high scoring
Definition of what are you doing for me now?
Here's some information.
Bam. There's some information right there, too. Siri joining the show.
Seriously.
Hi, Art.
See, no,
Okay,
we giving
so
that information.
Goff's
Good catch.
Just making sure that it was up. Goff's cap hit will now be $25.3 million this season. Here's my question, though: How
Take a
long
look at
are
the
we
numbers
going?
next year.
Yeah, how long are we going to give Goff? Because we gave Stafford a very long time. Will we do the same for Goff?
Like, honestly, Art, if for me, I bet when the 2 years are up. That I bet when the 2 years are up. Because this isn't giving Jared Goff a chance. I'm trying to tell people this. He is not going to be the quarterback of the future. Get it through your head. He's not going to be the quarterback of the future. It's not going to happen. When the Detroit Lions run out into the field, my jaw would drop if Jared Goff is the starting quarterback in 2024. My jaw would drop. Or how about 2023? Seriously, Art, look at me. My jaw drops. I'm serious. They're going to draft a quarterback. Maybe that quarterback sits for a year, maybe doesn't sit for a year. But I would be drop dead stunned if Jared Goff's a quarterback.
Let me make a correction. So his cap hit will now be $25.3 million instead of $27.8 million, and another $25.5 million in 2022.
So that's why I say 2 years.
Okay.
They're going to bite the bullet, and then when that contract's up, you're going to see the Lions' next quarterback. Can I bring I always like when people ask questions, and it is a Friday. Lynn is one of our faithful listeners and viewers, and we appreciate all you guys, seriously. Even if I yell at you, thank you for watching, and I'm apt to yell at people. But Lynn asked, Sean and Joique, you gave us the history of how this show starts with you guys. Curious how the Baligian and Bell show came to fruition. How did you guys get introduced to Woodward Sports Network?
You know what?
Art, can we take a second and explain that, the origins and all that?
After we come back from commercial? We'll like to tap into that.
I'm done.
Yeah.
You got everything now. You tease.
Just say Woodward Sports and send us to break, Joique.
Woodward Sports, Sean Baligian, Joique Bell. Stay tuned.
Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports, and I am here in downtown Fenton at Bridge Street Exchange. This place has so many amazing things for guys and ladies. This is the hidden spot that you got to come check out. I'm talking thorough good boots, best boots ever. They have barware. They got the Stormy Cromer hats. They got Carhartt hats, a huge Carhartt selection. They even got Snoop Dogg underwear. So go check them out, bridgestreetexchange.com, and use the code word WSN for 15% off.
I like money. So, Joique, let's see. I've done reads, Lynn, to answer your question, I've done reads for Lady Jane's for like 18 years, right? You know the commercials that play? I've done reads like for all the Lady Jane's like all over the country, you know, the many stores that they have. It's like 172 or something now, Art. Do you know that? It's like 172 stores. So basically, I've known Chad and Tim for a long time, and I think it was like late summer. I was in here one day, and Tim goes, "Hey, can you stick around for a few?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And they kind of told me about this thing called Woodward Sports, and they said, "Would you be interested in doing something like this?" And I said, my schedule is such where I could either do something in the morning or that's it. Like my afternoons and evenings are busy with other, you know, things in this business.
Yeah.
I said I can either do something in the morning, but that's it. Like, and all right, we'll get back to you. And then I didn't hear anything for probably a month. And I kind of thought, okay, cute. They had this nice idea, nothing happened and all that. And then they called me again and they said, so would you be willing to do a show? Do you know Joique Bell? Like, that's seriously what they said to me. And I was like,
when was this, around October?
Yeah, maybe around October. And I was like, yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with him. And so I explained that I explained the history of you and I,
right.
And they were like, their eyes lit up. They're like, so like he knows who you is and everything. And I go, I think he does.
Yeah.
I hope he does. And so that's basically what happened. And then, yeah,
right.
I mean that's my vantage point. How did it happen for you?
So early October, I get a call from Chad. A text from Chad. He says, hey bud, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm just handling some work. Well, I'm like, what's up? He said, well, I'll be in town in a couple weeks. I want to sit down with you. I want you to come out of the office and have a conversation with you. He said, I got an idea. I want to run by you. I said, no problem. So we set a date. A couple days before that day, he calls me back and said, listen, I guess you just couldn't wait for the meeting. He said, "Listen, I got this idea. I'm starting a sports network. I want you to come on the show. I'm gonna have you, Sean Baligian. He's one of the legends." I said, "I know Sean." I said, "I know Sean. Have him on my highlight tape on my college highlight tape." He said, "Okay, yeah." I said, "He used to call your games at Wayne State." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I know him," and I said, "But listen, I don't think I can do it. My schedule is just is packed." And so this is where he put on his macho. "What are you doing that you can't do this for 2 hours? What are you doing?" And I ran off everything that I had lined up and everything that I was doing, right? And then kind of running down all the different businesses I was kind of over and running and taking care of. And he said, "Oh, why would you go out there and get investors? You got a guy here with you have a friend here with $100 million. I'll invest in your business. What do you want?" This is how he said. I like, "Chad, I told you this a year and a half ago I was doing this. I told you a year and a half." And so now we going back and forth, you know. And so funny story, so because I met Chad like around 2012. Me, Chad, Tahir Whitehead, Stephen Tulloch, we were all down in Florida for Stephen Tulloch's football charity weekend.
Yeah.
And so we go down there. We're all staying at Tulloch's house, and we go outside, and I see that Chad is a competitor. Chad's a competitor.
Oh,
he thinks that he
don't
can
know.
beat you in every single thing. So we go hop on the court. Rip just shooting around. He wanted to play me in horse, beat him in horse. He wanted to play me in pig. Oh, now he wants to play me one-on-one. I said, "Okay, Chad, let's make a little wager then. Since you think you can beat me before I play, I said, let's make a little wager. Beat him." And then me and Tahir Whitehead, we made a wager. We played him, beat him. And he's still mad. He'll be a little mad about that. He'd be a little mad about that. My bad, Tahir. I did. I won 2 pairs of Jordans out of here.
For real?
Yeah, 2 pair of J's. So we went right to the mall. I want these and I want these. You know, it was a good time.
awesome.
It was a good time. But fast forward back to October. Came in. I told him that I had to think about it. Give me some time, and then I probably took like a month and a half to kind of make my decision to try to move some things around to see how we can make it work. And came in, and we was able to make magic.
So that's, you know what, maybe now that explains things to me, because maybe that's why, like, by the time October came, I was like, okay, this isn't going to happen again.
Yeah,
because like I didn't hear anything for a few weeks. Like they didn't say anything.
I think they were waiting on me.
Thank the good Lord, I have a lot going on as it is, and then they hit me up. I came in. It was right before Thanksgiving and everything, and they were like, "All right, so we're looking at the start date. I think it was December 8th or something.
December 7th.
It was like maybe 3 weeks
December
earlier."
7th.
And I go, "Okay." I mean, really, honestly, that was the origin. Like I came in one day. I sat right there with Tim and Chad, and Tim goes, "So we're gonna start December 7th," and I go, "Okay," because I hadn't heard anything for like a month, and they were like, "You're cool," and I go, "Yeah, count me in." And then I was like, "Oh, I need this day off, but and they're like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll figure all that crap out." I mean, it's kind of funny how that worked out.
It worked out pretty
Because
well.
I didn't. So there you go, Lynn. There's the origin story, and then my life changed forever when I met Fish. Once I met Fish, my life became a better place, right? Tell me that your life isn't a better place knowing that kid, right?
It should be just as normal, but
No
Golden.
way.
Golden.
No way, dude. You bring gold to life.
You can only get those updates from Fish.
All right, so what do you think? All of a sudden now the Lions go out. You go pick up Harris. You get Aquara. You lock him up. Deshaun Hand, who I've said this. I love Deshaun Hand. Gosh damn, I wish he could stay healthy. He's a great guy.
Who's this?
Deshaun Hand. He's got a great personality. Pennicini, Nick Williams.
You know who else has a great personality? Matthew Stafford.
Do you know who I'm trying to? You know what I'm trying to do right now, Joique? I'm trying to give Brad Holmes a lot of credit because he's looking at a unit that was a disaster last year and saying we have to fix this now. We are not going to win any football games, okay, with our defense if we have a 4.3% at getting to the quarterback and drop back situations.
I'm gonna tell you right now. We talked about this, and I mentioned it to you, but it probably went over a lot of people's heads that when people come into teams and they look at different teams, they look at their success rate, what do they do? Right? They go and they look at their statistics.
Mm-hmm.
Turnover ratio. You look at their percentages on when they blitz. You look at their success rate with the blitz, getting to the quarterback, hurry up, pass breakups. You're looking at all of these things. All right, and you go look at some of the top teams in the league. What are making these teams successful? What are they? Statistically, what are they good at that we're not good at? You look at that, and then you correct that problem. And he's correcting those problems right now. I commend what he's doing and what the franchise is
It's
doing.
funny because we were having this conversation. Our boy Easy was in here this morning, and I said, "Here's the
Security
one
Easy?
thing."
Or
Here's the one thing. Here's the one thing about stats that I learned this growing up. I used to be the type of guy that stats told the whole story. Do you know what? Stats don't tell the whole story. They just don't. Okay. Stats do not. Hear me again.
That's
Stats do not tell the whole story.
Of a player, of an individual.
You're right, and that's what I'm saying.
Of an individual.
Yeah,
right.
and
that's true.
So and here's, you know what? I haven't watched Harris enough to watch what the impact is. Okay, I hear what other people say, but somebody might look at his stat line and go, "Oh, dude, he's only had 6.5 career sacks or whatever." Okay, and you know who I always bring up, and this I got to get, Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh was such a disruptor, was working on double and triple teams, that if you look at Ndamukong Suh's numbers when he was here, other than early on in his career, the numbers probably aren't going to reflect what Ndamukong Suh's doing, okay? So you know what you do? You take a look at what Cliff Avrill's doing next to him. You take a look at what Art is doing, what Fish is doing next to him.
You saw what type of deal that Cliff Averill signed when he came back? When he signed
was
$10 million.
Ndamukong Suh was the ultimate disruptor. I mean, just ultimate disruptor. The chaos that he created.
I mean, look at the linebackers as well.
Yeah.
I mean, when I talked to Stephen Tulloch, he would say that Ndamukong Suh made his job so much easier. When you have D tackles like that can go ahead. What you got, Art? You had to cut me off.
No, I was raising my hand and waiting, but okay. Would you agree with D-Town? Brad Holmes has done more good with the Lions in a month than Quinn did in 5 years? With all of these add-ons, all of these new Lions players?
We'll answer that question in another month. Another month or so. Another month and a half.
You know the thing that I hate, though? Can we all be honest? Okay, let's all be honest right now. Okay? I'm going to ask really nicely. All right? Let's all be honest. You know what we're all guilty of? And maybe I'm just the only guy that calls myself out for it. Remember that draft that you disliked? Most of the time what happens on draft day is we go, ooh, I like that first-round pick. Ooh, he got value in the third round. Ooh, he got value in the fifth round. I'm just using me as an example. There aren't many times where, for me, Mike Williams, I lost my mind. When they took Mike Williams, I lost my mind. The Jelani Tavai pick, I was at the facility that day. I think you were out there the day before. Because I know you came out one time. We had you on the show and everything.
Oh, yeah.
The Jelani Tavai pick, I'm not joking, we all just went. And then it was like, you're Scott Bischoff, right? We all went and looked at Scott, and Scott just went, I still remember this plain as day. He just went like this. That told me all I needed to know. And I go, Scott, what? And he goes, I actually think he might fit what they do. The problem is, why on earth are you taking him in the second round and not the fifth round? And that's the smartest guy in the room stuff. They wanted so badly to recreate the wheel, where if the guy's a fit, I get it. But why are you taking him in the second round when nobody's going to take him the rest of the second round? Nobody's going to take him in the third round. Nobody, in all likelihood, is going to take him the fourth round. You're being too smart at that point in time, you know? And if you really are worried that somebody's going to get him, wait till the fourth round. Right, so just for me personally, there haven't been many times, and I'm racking my brain about Bob Quinn drafts. There haven't been many times where I could look at it the day after a draft and go, oh, I didn't like this. You know, if I'm being honest, and you guys ask yourself that question. Now, there were some questionable picks, don't get me wrong. You know, where you're like, okay, well, Jared Davis, right? I love Jared Davis. Mm-hmm. And then you know what happened? This goes back to something you talk about all the time. Are his issues here Jared David issues, or Matt Patricia issues. I'm convinced his issues here were Matt Patricia issues. And here's why. They consistently put Jared Davis in positions he should not have been in.
I'll tell you this much. We will know it's a Matt Patricia issue or problem or was a problem when he goes to the Jets and let's see what he does there. Something similar to like a Kyle Van Noy when he left here and he went to the Patriots and they put him in the position and he went out there. He had a heck of a season. He had a career season.
He's educating again. Professor Bell, class is in. Did you hear that?
Hey.
Well,
he
Joique,
gives
you know what
me
this
more
comes
credit
back
than
to?
I deserve.
No, but Joique, do you know what this comes back to? This is why to the people out there that are all about Micah Parsons. The Lions need a linebacker. They need a linebacking core, okay? But this is my concern about Micah Parsons, and this doesn't mean that I'm going to be right. Do you know what I think Micah Parsons is? Jared Davis 2.0. I don't think this is a guy that you can play in 3-down situations. I think this is a situational linebacker that you don't want to put in coverage. Does that sound familiar? That's Jared Davis. So do you really want to use the 8th pick in the draft on that guy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you want to do that? And that's my concern. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be right, okay? Let me stress that again. But I get it. You need a linebacker, but do you want to take a guy that's going to be Jared Davis 2.0? When you can get a guy like that in the 2nd or 3rd or 4th round, a guy that plays 2 downs, but you know in passing situations you're not going to use him? Do you want to do that again? I don't. I'll pass.
So
Jared was a dog chasing cars here.
you have a guy named Megatron said that Davis was not used correctly.
He wasn't. Period. He was a dog chasing cars here.
They said Davis should have been playing in Jones' position as well, and that was from one funky Lions fan.
I've said this.
You think he should have been playing the Big Cheese spot?
Listen to me. I loved Jared Davis. I loved talking to him. You want to talk about a guy that worked? Every time I saw him, he looked like he had negative body fat. It got worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, the first time I saw him, it's like, I didn't think it was possible for a man to have, like, negative body fat. And the next time I saw him, he had less body fat.
It's not.
Worked his ass off. I mean, he did. He wanted to succeed so badly. But unfortunately, they threw him on the field, and he was a dog chasing cars. He didn't know which gap to go into. He didn't, how many times did we see that? And that's my concern. I don't want to be in that situation again. Is it time to break?
Yeah, it is time to break.
Okay. All right, we'll talk more Lions when we come back. Some of your comments as well. Joique will tell you what he's going to do down in Atlanta.
And I also want to talk about the new NFL media deal.
Oh, I'm going to continue to
See
talk
how
about
much
those
this
2
deal
rack of ribs
lists.
that are calling my names right now.
Let's see how much that deal is
Sean,
when we
come
come
home.
back.
We want to be eating. Woodward Sports. I'm just down now. Art just chastised me during the break.
You know what, though?
Art, don't you know that I know that every day I'm being outshined by that guy? But you had to tell me during the break how badly he's outshining me today.
You know what's funny?
Shoulders slouch. Okay, I'm just down now.
Let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
When you go on your beautiful vacation in the Keys,
Yeah.
and you with your loving family, and you guys are on the beach, or you guys are going around, are you going to tune into the show and see how I do all by my lonesome?
No.
I'll be all by my lonesome.
You know what?
No.
I'll be all by my lonesome. I need somebody with me.
Hi, Art.
That is disrespectful because you asked me to help you get guests and you help you build the show, and you're saying you're doing it by yourself.
I don't think I asked you. I think I asked Joey, but okay.
No, you asked me to reach out to Trick, did you not?
No, you asked me to reach out to Trick, and I said, why won't you just reach out to Trick?
You want me to hit up Trick?
Trick.
I'll hit him up.
Uncle Trick, what up, though?
What up, Doe?
What up?
What up, Trick?
Hey,
Trick?
give him a pass. Give him a pass.
Give him a pass. That's
Give him a
great.
pass.
No, Joique, you know what? Art and I, we had this conversation, and I have no problem doing it. One day I'd like to dial in during the show and just go, "Hi guys, I'm in the Keys."
And please have the
Hi.
background
and
of
then,
the beach.
Like go. And then just go. I have no time to talk to you guys anymore. I gotta go. I gotta go.
But we can make that happen because of me. So Joy, give me a little bit of credit, man. Your buddy, your best friend. I hope you enjoy Atlanta.
You're not my best friend, but you like the little bro I got to take under the wing because I got to teach you about life.
I hope it snows in Atlanta. And I hope Floyd Mayweather's strip club is closed so you can't even go.
I'm not going to his. Magic City, baby.
Luke Henry said,
Allure.
"Totally agree. Thank you, Lee."
Allure.
No, I mean
I don't go to strip clubs. It's so
like Joique.
Do you go to strip clubs?
No.
Art.
I'm not saying this to be PC. It is never, honest to God, I'm not saying this, okay? As a married man, if I was single, I would tell you, never got into it. Just never got into it.
What about you, Art?
I used to enjoy going to them a lot with friends. I said that I wanted to have a Flint night where all of us from Woodward go down Dort Highway and we go to the strip clubs there. Justin's in. I'm pretty sure Easy's in. Easy, are you
Sorry,
in?
boys.
No. Flint? Yeah, in Flint. Have a Flint night.
No. You get it. Have you ever talked to your wife about giving you a hall pass?
Oof. I'm going to turn my mic off.
No, but listen, all right, let me tell you.
Have you ever been
Do you
given
know
a hall
what?
pass?
If I was to get a hall pass, I wouldn't go to a strip club.
What would you do with your hall pass? Because your hall pass lasts for a week. You get a
Smoke meat every single day. Like literally sit in my backyard. I'd probably smoke weed every day.
Listen. When he say smoke meat, he ain't talking about the smoker.
No, listen to me. I would have little smokies. I love little smokies. Those are those real good wieners. So yes,
You gonna be smoking wieners?
I'll do that too. Yes, that would be my hall pass. All right, I don't have anything to do. All right, just you know what? I'm gonna stay downstairs for the whole week. We have a walkout basement that goes out to where my smokers are. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do for the whole week.
So if you had a whole week to do whatever you want, you could go wherever you want. You would stay at home and smoke meat.
No, you know what? I'd probably go.
You can do that. You can do that right now.
No, I'd probably go. I know I'm a blessed life.
Oh my
No, you know what? I'd
God.
probably go to the UP for like 4 days, just like out in the woods.
Can we? You know,
Out in the woods?
I'm sick and tired of Joique talking about his great
You know what it
vacations.
is, though? Listen, there's no. You know, you remind me of. You remind me of DeAndre Levy. So every offseason,
I'm very cerebral like him.
one thing that DeAndre would do, we call him Dre or Levy. I call him Levy, but he never liked going to like resorts, like 5-star resorts, and going to spas and getting massages and just relaxing and kicking your feet up. You know what he did? He would go on planes and strap himself to the front of a plane, right, with a GoPro on the side of the propeller plane, unstrap himself, mind you, over 2,000 to 3,000 feet in the air, walk across the plane, grab the GoPro while he's still in the air, and walk back across the plane, like outside the plane, and walk back to the front of the plane and sit back in this chair and strap himself back in. Or go to a volcano and go sledding on the side of a volcano. Or go to, what is it, Malaysia, go to the jungle out there, go to the jungle, go to one of the villages, get a tour guide, and go there and go like on this 2 week, I guess, ganter off into the forest, into the jungle, and you only eat what you catch.
See, do you know what I was going to say to you?
What?
You guys, I'd invite you up to my cabin on the South Shore of Lake Superior.
Yeah.
You'd come over at like 5 o'clock. I'd have a full dinner in front of you. And you guys would go, so seriously, what did you do all day? And I'd go, nothing. But everything you see in front of you is what I got during the day. Everything. I caught some fresh fish. I went out, got myself a buck. You want some venison steak? You want some stew? Whatever. That's, to me... Everybody's got their different thing. To me, that's I'm
listen,
totally chilling
no,
like
you're not
that.
listening to what I'm telling you.
All right.
They didn't have a cabin. They slept outside, so they slept wherever they.
Screw that.
They slept outside, and they cooked their food with a fire that they made with twigs.
I'll do that.
Out there.
I can do that.
And they were eating rats.
No.
They were eating like rodents. They were
Nope.
eating frogs.
Nope.
And they put them in a stick, and they just put it. They put a stick through, and they just rotate it until it's cooked all the way.
You know what I say all the time? Like, this is the running joke with my family. We never do what I want to do. Like, I always go, okay, what are we doing on your vacation?
So
'Cause
this
it's
is
like,
your hall pass. Would you do?
yeah, I'm not going to some stupid strip club.
You don't got to go to a strip club, but you wouldn't go to like, say, Hawaii or Greece or.
Been there. Been to Hawaii. No interest to go to Greece.
You got to go. But that honestly, if you were to get a hall pass, you want to go. You don't want to go to Greece. You want to take a wife to Greece. You'll love it.
I want. You know what? I want to go up north and watch hockey, fish and hunt, and that's me.
Okay.
Can we, since Joique is never going to invite us to any of his wonderful vacations, can you and I have some bro time up in the cabin up
We
north?
should do something like
Yeah.
that. We could have some.
Invite
time.
Mike and Dave and just the four of us.
Eat like
Bring a
kings.
whole bunch of horror movies.
Because Joique, you know how it is.
No TVs. No TVs up there either. No TVs. No.
What do you?
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah,
then.
we're not
I don't
doing.
know if
This
I can do
isn't
that
your
then.
vacation.
No TVs. No nothing in the cabinet.
Look at him trying to be
you're
part
going,
of the
you're
cool
going there to be
kids.
one with nature. You don't no TVs. Or that's what y'all want to do. Y'all go up. Y'all be with one with nature. No TVs. No books.
Like
I'll smoke-
VCR.
I'll smoke your
phones,
meat. I'll
no
smoke your
cell-
meat. You're right. Andrew's right. He'll smoke your meat. I will smoke your meat. I got your back, bro.
Can
You know
say-
how we do.
I'm gonna point the camera at you. Hi, this is Sean Baligian, and I'll smoke your meat. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Sean Baligian, and yes, I'll smoke your meat. Yes, I got no problem with that. What? Right? What? You guys, get your minds out of the gutter, man.
Look at Joique.
Stop going to the strip clubs.
Look at
Or
Joique.
script clubs, or whatever they're called. Jeez, oh,
Do I look like Plies? Do I look like I call it script club?
You know what? Listen, though.
Going to the script club. You know?
I have to give my family credit, though. Do you know the reason why we're going to the Keys?
y'all how to be, but listen.
Do you know why we're going to the Keys? That was my idea. This was the first trip that they took that was my idea. So I got to give them love.
Listen. All right, put it on you, Art. All right, man. When you saw I laughing like that at my jokes, you need to put the camera on you because this is golden. I wish we can do like all three of us and have you in there too.
No. You would.
Didn't we have a conversation about 3Kim? I think we. No, we can't go over that.
We can't go
What?
back.
What?
What happened with
Check
3Kim?
my text. What?
Check my text.
Yeah. See ya, brother.
You need to look at your texts.
What's that Kirk Franklin jar for them text messages?
The Kirk Franklin jar. That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. I'm doing that before I leave today.
Grammy Whammy said, Joique, remember your 21st. Do you remember your 21st birthday?
So yes. So I remember my 21st birthday. My cousin, who is who actually he's transitioning to the other life now. He was my older cousin. He took me to this club in St. Louis. It was a regular club, but it was my 21st birthday, and I hadn't been able to go to a family reunion in probably a decade because I was always in sports, and it's always the first weekend of August. So I'm usually always in camp or something like that. And so my 21st, I went to St. Louis with the fam, and my older cousin got me my first lap dance at 21. It was a regular club though. It was a regular club, and I didn't even know what. And he gave me like $50, like 51s. He like, and this is what he told me: make her work for it. I said, "Well, what you talking? I don't know what I'm doing." I was, I swear, I promise. It wasn't a strip. It was just a regular club.
See, now I have to tell you what I did on my 21st.
Yeah, what'd you do on your 21st?
Went to Tiger Stadium and puked. That was my 21st birthday.
Hey, I didn't
My
drink
buddies are all like, "What do you want to do?" And I go, "Are you dumb? I want to go to a game." So I went and bought a case of beer, and we, like, literally pounded that case. And I was at Tiger Stadium. It was the fourth inning. I puked.
Yeah.
Happy 21st, moron.
Shout out to my big cuz Tony, man. Miss you, man. Miss you big time.
Art, what did you do?
Art, what did you do for your 21st?
Now I got to ask. Yeah.
I was working at a radio station, a classic rock radio station in northern
Sounds
Michigan.
boring.
And listen, you asked me, Joique, why do you do this?
Boring. He
Can
was
I
working.
finish?
Boring. Next.
Can I finish?
Next.
Are you finished or are you done?
Neither.
Are you finished or are you
Yeah, I'm done with your story. I've been finished.
May I hear this? I'd like to hear.
He was working at a radio station.
No, I was gonna.
And he was probably playing. How do you not 30? He was probably playing. I don't know. What was it?
Nirvana.
Usher.
No, it was a classic
Usher.
rock. It was Billy Squire. It was Fleetwood Macs. It was, Anyway, they held a birthday party for me at a bar. I had 3 shots, got drunk, and threw up everywhere. So.
Fish.
He's not 21 yet.
Let's head to the aquarium.
Yeah,
Fish,
Joique
what
is
were
right.
you doing on your 21st birthday?
Nothing.
You really didn't fish?
Nope.
And Fish, how old are you?
20.
I just told you he's not 21 yet.
But I'm not going to do anything.
I told you.
Can we take Fish out for
I'm
his
going to get
birthday?
peer pressured by these people. I'll say it nicely. But no.
Fish, can we take you out for
What do
your
you mean
21st?
these people? What do you mean these
You
people?
guys are going to peer pressure me and all this?
No,
whatever the
Hey,
heck
hey,
you're
but
going to
who
do.
is these people?
Fish.
Hey, Fish, go on Tinder. Hey, Fish, do this. I don't
Oh,
want
who
to do
told you
any
to
of
go
that.
Tinder? That was Art, wasn't it?
I
Art
want to
told-
have a
was it Art?
nice. I want to have a nice,
Hey,
relaxing
did Art tell
day.
you to go on Tinder?
You want me to tell you who actually
Who
said
was?
that?
Who told you to go on Tinder?
Should I say the name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Adam.
Adam.
Like
Fish, listen.
89 times.
Adam looked like he's on Tinder.
Fish, listen. There's
Swipe
no
right.
Fish. If I'm there,
You see Adam, you swipe right.
do you think Uncle Sean would let something like that happen to you?
Uncle Sean.
There's no way. There's no way I'd let I would protect you with my own life. There's no way I'd let something like that happen to you.
What was you? Hey, we're gonna take you to a nice restaurant. We'll have dinner or something. We can go
Right.
Top Golf or go to
I don't need a nice thing. I'd sit at my house, watch sports, and just.
No, stop it.
Can
We
I
do that
buy
every
you a
day.
steak dinner?
I'm not that fancy. I don't need that.
Oh my gosh, when's your birthday,
Can I take
Fish?
you to get some wings? Let's watch a game. Let's all get together. It's Fish's birthday. We're having a blowout at Wing Company or
No,
whatever.
we're gonna go to your house. You're gonna barbecue.
When's your
Yeah,
birthday?
do you want to come over to my house? I got 2 TVs downstairs. I'll make whatever you want.
I'll think about it.
What are you
When's your
What are you
birthday,
talking
Fish?
about? What are you doing?
When's your birthday?
August.
We
August
are
what?
so having
Hold
a
on, August
blowout
what?
in August for Fish's birthday.
Should I say it?
Yeah.
21.
21?
Yep.
Why is he so
Put that-
secretive?
hold on. Put that
So you a Leo fish?
I'm putting this in my calendar right now.
I don't know what
You
I
think
am. I
I'm
don't care
joking?
about that.
Fish a Leo.
Thing?
Look at that. August 21.
I'm putting that. Look at you think I'm joking?
Fish, you're so likable, Fish. Oh,
Dude, you think I'm joking? This is going in. This is going in
Love
my
Fish.
calendar right now. We're gonna, dude. I'm gonna make sure we take
Art, you
care
need
of
to be
you.
more
There
like
goes my
Fish.
fun.
No, but you know what, Fish? You're absolutely. You should do what you want to do, but like celebrate it with some of your boys. You're one of the gang here. We want to take care of you. Is that okay?
Sure. Yes.
All right, good. Fantastic.
Never forget that 21st birthday. Never forget it. Good
Andrew
stuff.
said
Good times.
birthday meat smoking. Absolutely. Jenna said WAP party for Fish.
Wop.
Wings and pizza.
Hey, you want a WAP
in?
party? You want a WAP
You
party?
want a WAP party?
I do not. I'm going to stay away at all costs.
You don't want wings and pizza?
I do not want wings and pizza. I do not want WAP. I don't want any of that.
Well, how disrespectful.
What do you want? Then?
He wants to be in bed by 9 and watch soccer.
Yeah.
No, that would be the day before. I'm getting up early, probably 3 or 4, and I'll probably go to bed at midnight. Or actually, I may get up the day after too. I may get up at 2 in the morning. I got a game at that, so yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Did the same thing this or last August. Got up at 5:30. Just peace.
Yeah, but you know what was great last August is the hockey playoff games all day.
That was exciting.
awesome.
I
You got it,
enjoyed
like,
that. I enjoyed
starting
that.
at noon, like the puckheads. We went. No, Fish. I don't care what you say. Now we have to do something for your birthday. I'm gonna get everybody here. And Fish, do you trust me? Do you trust me?
At this moment in time, yes.
Okay. And I'm not gonna break it. We're not gonna take you anyplace bad. Or I'm not gonna
Tell
let
that to
anything like that
Stick
happen
or
to you.
Justin.
I'm not gonna let anything like that happen to you. Okay.
Do you trust me, Fish?
He doesn't trust you.
I trust you now until that day comes. Everyone's like, oh, do you trust you? Wait till the day comes and it's going to be hell.
Fish, there's no way we're going to do something. We're going to disrespect
We're gonna
you like
have
that.
you at the house. We're gonna barbecue.
Yeah, can we
What's
do
wrong
that?
with that? What's
Hang
wrong
with
with that?
your boys?
What's wrong with that? Fish, what's wrong with that?
I'm
no.
going to buy you whatever beer you
I'm
want.
asking-
You guys, I know what you guys are doing. You guys are
What?
smart.
What is
What are we
going
doing?
on?
What's
Fish,
going on
you
here?
really think we're plotting against you, dude?
No,
way.
man.
No way.
No.
We want to show you a good time on your birthday, I swear.
I'm excited.
Yeah. You don't drink, right?
He's
You don't
so
drink.
apprehensive.
I do not.
Right.
Not at all?
Well, I've
There'll be two of you. He doesn't drink
I've had
either.
a sip when I was like 10.
I don't drink either.
Hey, started early.
You really don't drink at all?
No, God, no.
I drink enough for all three of you. I'm not gonna. You think I'm joking? You're damn right. You get my
I got
butt.
some ribs on there.
I'm
Sean, that's brisket. Oh, yeah,
I'm
brisket.
Sean Baligian for whiskey, and I drink a lot of it. I love my whiskey.
Do you have a home office?
Yes, I have a home office, and I have a home. I have a home bar.
Yeah, right. Do you have a bar in your office?
No, I do not. I don't mix work and alcohol. That's one thing. Can't do it.
I'll get you a bar for your office.
Can't do it. Can't
But
do it.
it's not for it. It's really more so for like when your work is done and you pour you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, more. But I'm saying it's in your
listen
office.
to me. I have a job tonight, and at 8:01 every Friday, I have the same tradition now. I take a left outside of my office at home. I take a right, and there's this little cart there. And they call my name too, not like the ribs, but they call my name.
What
and
is
then
this?
you hear all these little bottles sitting there going, Sean, pick me, pick me, pick me. And I grab a bottle, and there's a glass there, and I pour whatever drink
What kind
it
of
is.
cubes do you use? What kind of rocks?
One cube. Use 1 cube.
Now
1 cube.
I'm about to get the
With my
refrigerator that makes
rye?
the ball cubes. You just pick
I
one
got
ball.
that. I got that in my fridge.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that's
Yep.
what you need.
Yep. I got
Do you
that.
put one of those in there?
But I don't put that. I put 1 cube in, like I'll have a rye, and I pour a nice one. You put that much in my glass, in my low ball glass, and drink it. Don't slam it. Just that's my sipping whiskey. Good rye, good strong rye. Absolutely. That's how I do.
When you take a sip, you do. Some good stuff.
With my cigar.
Good stuff.
And I'm counting money with my other hand. Yes.
Take this mic, man. It's blocking my
All right.
face.
See, you see what I'm saying? Everybody's talking about Fish's birthday now. Jenna says
Yeah.
WAP party.
Yeah.
It's Fish's
Fish's
golden
golden
B-Day.
B-Day.
We're going to take care of you.
Who is that? Erica Kiko. Who's?
We're going to
What
take
up,
care
though?
of you, Fish. We're going to have a good time on your birthday.
Jenna,
I promise
WAP
you.
party for Fish. Jenna said we're having a WAP party for you.
Do you like wings?
Yes.
Do you like pizza?
Yes.
But you just say you don't want to do none of that on your birthday.
Yes, I want to do all that.
Oh, he want the
So in
WAP.
essence,
He
you-
want all that.
I know what you guys
there we
are
go.
doing.
He want the WAP.
You guys are hyping this up. It's gonna be, let's see, it's gonna be strip club. It's
No,
gonna
no,
be
no,
bars.
Absolutely
It's
not.
gonna
Fish,
be
No,
no
no,
way.
strip club.
God, Hey, you know what, Fish? I
haven't
don't
been to
go
the strip
either.
club in
So
years.
If
Years.
they try to take you down that road, you and I are both up because I don't go either.
Ever.
Can I think I know what it is, and it kind of.
I just want to hear Fish say,
Hey,
wow.
Fish, do you like the
I just
spot?
wanna
Do you
hear him
like
say
to go
wow.
get your feet rubbed and like get massages and stuff like that? Do you like that? Like going to the spa and get like a pedicure or something?
Not,
There's a Deshaun Watson joke in there something.
no,
Huh?
no, not really.
Have you ever done it before?
Nope. And will I know?
Okay, I think I know
What's
what's
wrong with
going
getting a
on.
massage? What's
Hang
wrong
on.
with spa day?
I think I know what's going
What's
on.
wrong with a spa day?
He thinks that we're gonna prank him or something.
Absolutely
not,
Fish.
man.
No way. Fish, no way.
We have to make your 21st special because you'll never forget it. He never forgot his.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did for my 22nd birthday. I don't know. What'd you do for your 22nd birthday?
I don't remember.
I don't remember what I did for my 22nd.
I played hockey.
I
You
don't
gotta make
remember.
it special.
Really,
I think
truly,
I was. I think I might have been in camp, working. I don't.
Yeah.
Your 21st, you'll always remember it. So you want to make it special.
We're so late for a break, right? Sorry. We're planning Fish's 21st party.
All right, so we have one more
I'd
break.
love to
guys.
invite everybody to Fish's 21st party. Wouldn't it be great if we just had it here?
Hey, real quick, everybody, throw down what you guys think we should do for Fish's party, and we'll talk about it when we come back. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, Woodward Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
What were you saying that the director's cut Justice League movie was like 4 hours.
Snyder.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about comic book movies, but I'm a big Jared Leto fan. But I don't want to invest 4 hours into this new Justice League movie.
Now, is this supposed to be the start of the Legion of Doom? Now, growing up, that's what I think it is.
Love the Legion
I
of
used to love the Legion of Doom
Me
when I
too.
was a kid.
When it rose out of the swamp.
So I used to love the Justice League when it was cartoons when I was a kid. I used to love it. When we came out with the Marvel, and they came out with the Marvel series, right? And then it just set the bar. And then DC came out with their movies, and it was just down here. It was disappointing to me.
Listen,
they've gotten better.
We gave them, my kids and I gave them a chance because I got
like
dragged
Wonder
all
Woman,
those
though.
movies. They're so less than though.
They are less
They're
than.
so underwhelming than the Marvel movies.
They are.
And I'm going to tell you what, Wonder Woman 1984 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And I know it's not popular to say that today because we're all supposed to go, no, it was wonderful. It was so groundbreaking. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I mean, do you know what? It almost reminded me like they purposely tried to make it bad. Like, let's make this as campy and bad as we can, and nobody can rip on it. We watched that during the whole lockdown thing. It was terrible. Like my kids were laughing 15 minutes
Grammy
into it.
Whammy time she said WAP is legit fish. Trust them.
You hear that? Now you trust Grammy Whammy?
You trust Grammy Whammy?
Yeah, I trust Grammy Whammy.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Good.
About to say, don't make me
Somebody
get out this
said
shit.
a trip to New
Don't
Zealand.
make me get out this shit. You
Could
better
you
trust
imagine
Grammy
us
Whammy.
all jumping on a plane and flying
On
fish
whose
to
dime?
New Zealand?
Trip to New Zealand.
All eyes turned to Joique Bell.
Oh, he said what? When it came to what?
Art goes on whose dime, and we all went and looked at Joique Bell.
You got to have a lot of money to go there. It's not cheap.
Y'all better look up.
real quick though. This is why I want to watch. It's 4 hours and 2 minutes long. The new Justice League movie.
Right.
This is why I want to watch it right here. Because of Jared Leto.
Sure, I get it.
I mean, the guy can do no wrong in my book. I know people hated him in the Squad, Suicide Squad. I thought it was great, and I'm fascinated with him as a character. He's
that chitter gonna get you hurt.
That's great.
See, Art, to your point, I don't mind long. Like when I hear people complain about like long movies, like I love Braveheart.
4 hours.
It's 78 hours.
I like Titanic.
Right, and
you know what really shocked me? The ending of Titanic. Couldn't see it coming. I'm not wasting 4 hours on a damn movie that I know the ending to. That's dumb.
Like do you remember when The Irishman came out on Netflix?
That was brilliant.
It was awesome. And it was funny, I watched that with my son, and it was like everybody was complaining about how long it was, and I was like, it flew by for me, Art. I'll never let go, Art, by the way. I'll never let go.
Get over here.
I think we're good to clear the show. I think we've had enough FriYAY.
No. We got some
I'm
more.
ready. No, you got to go to Atlanta.
No.
I got to go see my babies at home. My
Before
babies
we
miss me.
Before we leave, new NFL TV deal, $110 billion deal. When Amazon been the exclusive home of Thursday night football.
They're crying poverty, aren't they?
Flashing games for Monday night football as well. $110 billion. Take it to the bank. Take it to the bank.
All right, we got to get out of here. Have a safe trip.
Gang, gang.
L-Town.
Joique Bell, Sean Baligian, Woodward Sports.
The aquarium.
Fish's 21st birthday, and we're out.